Just when things were starting to hot up too. Oh, my head hurts.
I'm afraid your headache isn't likely to improve much. I need to know what you saw, but first we have to leave.
Why? What's going on?
It appears the biomancers are assaulting the Repositorum.
Did you find what you seek, thief?
I don't really seek. I'm more of an opportunist.
I see. I'm actually quite impressed.
I hear that a lot.
It's unheard of for someone to infiltrate my base of operations.
By the sound of it, doesn't seem like it's too hard.
It's of no concern. I'll dispose of you and then seek out the rest of your allies.
They're not my allies. I work alone. Mostly.
I knew someone would come looking for him eventually. But I never expected Sekla to be so bold. It seems I have more pressing matters to attend to. Do not worry. Our paths will cross again soon enough.
Who was that?
Stanton Ore. He is the leader of the Technomagi, and he's extremely dangerous. Let's get out of here before he returns. This appears to be a cargo station. It should be connected to the island's transit network.
Good idea. That will limit their ability to strike back.
Bleed the heavens, what was all that about?
Presumably, the biomancers had learned of Savash's location and decided to attack the Repositorum.
With technomagi killing technomagi too. Shit. I really love this island, Artenac. Next season's top fucking holiday destination.
When you finished babbling, tell me, what did you see in Savash's memories?
I saw flashes of his life from when he was initiated into the Letargia, through to Drugan ordering him to find an ark, and finishing with his capture.
Go on.
Well, Drugan installed a demon in Savash's head. So, I'm not the only poor bastard.
Of course not. This is standard procedure for Letargia. Not all survive the process, though.
Savash was guarded by a miner to an underground vault. It was some sort of security system that vaporized the miner.
That security system sounds like a beholder. It's an ancient device of incredible power. What happened then? I cannot believe Savash managed to bypass the beholder.
I don't think he did. He had a friendly chat with the elder of a village buried in a swamp. But he didn't get what he wanted.
I see. That must be the Everglade swamps. A thick darkness covers that area. Do you know what Savash wanted from this village elder?
He wanted access to the Ark, but the elder wanted something in return. He didn't... Savash got the biomancers to help him send a message to the Emperor, but then the technomagi surrounded him in Mortbane Chapel. You pulled me out just as it was getting interesting.
That means the biomancers were complicit in aiding Savash.
What do you know about these swamp people?
Little, in all honesty. They are an insular people who call themselves the Arti. I'm sure they're very familiar with their marshy home, though.
Savash's demon lit beacons to guide them through the swamps. There was a voice. Presence, too. One of your lot?
I don't know. We need to travel to the Everglade swamps and find out what this elder knows. I should be able to light these beacons, too.
I think that's all the important stuff. Let's get moving.
Teriel, I detect a security breach in the sanctuary. Someone has entered the hideout. I strongly suggest investigating it. The intruder may jeopardize our mission. Be careful, Teriel. I believe the intruder is still here.
They're the ones who should be careful.
A grizzled old arena fighter would be Teriel's type.
I know my blade, but don't think I can't still gut you in the blink of an eye, kid.
Calithea. To see you again. What are you doing here?
What do you think? I was waiting for you.
How did you know where to find me?
I may be stuck on Pear, but I haven't forgotten everything I learned in Halard.
That's not an answer. What do you want?
As brusque as ever. Straight down to business. Fine. I have some friends that I want you to meet. Everything will be explained then.
And you're as cryptic as ever. If I recall, last time I did you a favor, the results weren't exactly pretty.
Please, Teriel, can we leave the past where it belongs? We need your help.
Alright, I'll meet your friends. But this better not be a trick. I won't give you another chance.
It's not a trick. But it amuses me that you think you're the one giving me a chance. Let's go. Are we ready to dive, Sam?
Aye, she's standing by. Is this him? Honored to meet you, Mr. Teriel. Heard a lot about you. Aronnax, this is Watchdog. The Shadow Hand is secure. You're clear to surface.
That's not something you see every day. Alright, you've piqued my interest.
I'm glad to hear it. But you ain't seen nothing yet. All aboard? Welcome aboard the Ma Mon. Follow me. I'll take you to the others. Oh, and take this. So I can contact you if you wander off and start making a nuisance of yourself.
Quite some setup you got going on here. You always did know how to look after yourself.
Look, let's get one thing straight. Just because you could happily betray the guild doesn't mean I could.
Even though it meant screwing me over and leaving me for dead. Charming.
That's vandalisque shit, and you know it. If I hadn't escaped, we'd have both died.
Thank Drugan we didn't. If we had, we wouldn't be enjoying this lovely conversation.
You know, Teriel, one day you might find you can't hide behind that sarcasm. One day you might have to let your guard down. We have him, Rovan. And I intercepted the latest artifact export list.
Thank you, Calithea. Please leave the list on my desk. It's a pleasure to meet you, Terrier. On behalf of the Enclave, I welcome you on board the Ma Mon.
What's the Enclave? What are you people doing down here?
I founded the Enclave to unlock the Ma Mon's secrets. I learned about the vessel from a wealthy eccentric called Живет. When I discovered the ship, I realized I could establish an artifact trafficking business down here beneath the waves. But to do so, we need funding and connections, and to access the ship's torpedo bay so that we can send artifacts to the mainland.
So which one's Velstead?
None of them. I don't know where he is. I've been looking for him in the upper echelons of society, but had little success.
Okay, it's a pleasure to meet you all, but why in Vetrol am I here?
I understand you have certain skills that would be very useful to us. Calithea has a particular request for you. That reminds me, our security chief, Bjorn, should have reported back by now. He went to investigate the power outage. If you follow the thick cables out of the bridge, you should find him. Could you check on him, please?
All right, let's start then. None of us are getting any younger.
You'll have to excuse me, Teriel. I have things to attend to. We'll talk later.
This is where the magic happens. Bet you can't guess what we do here.
It looks like you're trying to manufacture Aurite. Is this how you fund your little operation?
Rovan says he needs to find this Velstead guy to kickstart the artifact trafficking. I suppose it's more sustainable than just making piles of Aurite, but still.
Let me guess. The stuff you make won't be accepted as real currency, so you need my help to get the etching coding.
If you can get hold of the codes, meet me at the entrance of Warehouse 3 in Warden's Hold. I'll also need a focusing lens to perform the etching.
Just like the good old days. Being your errand boy. I assume only the technomagi will have this kit. Leave it with me.
Oh, before you go, Teriel, just one question. I've heard you're possessed by a demon. Is that...
The last time we saw each other, we barely escaped with our lives. But that's what you asked me after all this time?
You're right. We've got work to do. Look, believe it or not, it is good to see you again. Is he listening now, then?
Yeah. He sees and hears everything I do. Can be a little awkward at times, if you catch my drift.
Awkward? Why would it be...
Oh, very funny. You've still got the same evolved sense of humor you've always had.
You, whoever you are, don't just stand there!
Not the most glamorous one.
You humans are so vain. You spend much of your time alive, obsessing about the legacy you'll leave behind upon your deaths.
Hey, you! Over here! Huh. Seems Roven lets anyone into the Enclave these days. The name's Bjorn.
Pleasure to meet you, I'm sure. I'm Teriel. I'm not in the Enclave. Roven just asked me to find you.
I'm trying to restore main power, but the auxiliary power reset has activated this bastard turret. It's shooting the crap out of us. Why don't you have a go at turning it off? You're a smaller target than I am. Not bad, I guess. You may be of some use. Right, let's see if we can get this bastard power relay working again. Galathea should be doing this shit, really.
What do you think, Artenak?
I don't believe it's the main power relay for the vessel, but it might be of some use to us.
Are you done? Doesn't look very different round here, does it?
Serial to the bridge. Do you have power back there?
Nothing here, I'm afraid. I'm monitoring the energy flow, but there haven't been any fluctuations.
Well, don't worry about me, Lupita. I'm fine, thanks for asking. Right, let's get this shit over with. If I miss another workout session, I'm gonna get cranky. What in Drogon's name is that thing?
Artenak?
Fascinating. It is a conservator. The ancients used them to perform routine maintenance. Perhaps it would be worth investigating where the conservator emerged from. We may be able to reprogram it.
Something made a right mess of these cables. Look at this, Bjorn.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Just my luck. You've set the thing off!
I suggest you stand down the conservator before that moron has a heart attack.
That was handy. I could do with one of those to bring me drinks.
Before you get too carried away with your wisecracks, can we at least finish the fucking job? The cable.